hoping you're having a wonderful day. Something I'm making for dinner tonight is a very easy, simple, and a recipe that everybody in the family usually loves, and that is a taco ring. Now, our rings are something that you can actually make with kind of any middle, insert. We have different, options like chicken and other ones, and I'll post those later on as well in the comment. But the ring design is something that was very, very popular with Pampered Chef in the 90s. It was something that consultants did a lot at shows, and everybody was making rings, and it was like the it thing, and then since everybody knew how to make them, they died down, new ideas came out. I mean, people still made rings, but about a year ago, they really popped back up for that next generation of kids who grew up in the kitchen making them now as adults. And I wanted to show you guys how easy it is to make a ring, okay, for dinner, okay? So what I've got prepped ahead of time is I went ahead and ground 2 pounds of beef, and I added taco seasoning, and I did cook it with an onion in here as well. And then after it cooled some, I added a block of shredded cheese. Okay, so, if you don't like the onions, you can leave them out. If you want to add, I don't know, peppers to it, whatever fits for your family, that's perfectly fine. The main thing you need in it is meat, taco seasoning, a little bit of water, and cheese. Okay, if nothing else, that's what you need. So to make the ring, you're going to use our stoneware, and you could actually use the large round stone, or what I have right here is and I just totally lost what this is called. But it's our glazed stoneware, like round platter or round something. I can't believe I did that. But anyway, it does have this indentation in here, just kind of, it doesn't affect anything when you're cooking, but it's great if you want to serve something like with a bowl of salsa with chips around it or something like that. It is a fully glazed piece of stoneware, okay? And if you don't know, our stoneware is, you can use it in our oven and our microwave. So obviously for this recipe, I am making it in our oven. I've got it preheated to 375. Okay. So to go ahead and make the ring, if you're using unglazed stoneware, like the top of it's not glazed, like the round stone, like the brown one with the handles, you probably don't have to put oil down. But since I'm using the glaze, I do want to go ahead and oil the surface of this first. So I'm going to do that now, and I'm going to spritz some oil on, and then I'm going to use my brush as well to spread it out some. Okay, so again, that was my kitchen spritzer I used to spray it, and this is my silicone brush that I'm just using to kind of, get everything nice and slick. Okay, so it's going to take 2 containers of crescent rolls to make a ring. I don't care what kind of ring you're making, but I can figure out how to open it here. There it is. 2 rolls of crescent rings, whatever flavor you like to use, that you buy, etc. So crescent rolls always come in triangles. So we're just going to kind of get crafty like we did when we were in kindergarten. And we're going to go ahead and take these triangles and just make a design with them. And that's basically what you're doing when you're making a ring, okay? So you're just going to take that first triangle, face it to the north, go up like so, like that. And then we're just going to go ahead and place them, one across. And then we're going to do the left and the right. Like so. And this part right here is definitely something the kids could do if you got them at home with you at the moment, which a lot of people do. So the next set we're going to do just in the middle of the ones that we've already placed. All right, so this is what we've got so far. Nice little cool looking star there, right? Then, of course, with the next one, we are just going to go ahead and fill in the gaps and make an even tighter star, I guess you could say. And one thing I want to tell you guys about the rings is when you're making them with your crescent rolls, they're very forgiving, okay, when you're doing them. All right, the last little section of 4. So when you see these all done, you're kind of wondering, gosh, how in the world did they do that? I mean, you can see how simple it is to go ahead and take your crescent rolls, you know, to make this for a ring recipe. And my last one right here. Okay, so here's what it looks like. That's how I got them all down like that. It's not like you had to start in one spot and just follow it through and make sure they evened up. You know, you just start, you know, and then put everything in between. Okay, then we do want to flatten this area a little bit, and I'm using my baker's roller. I'm sure you guys can see here. Okay, so I'm just going to use that and flatten in, press together the crescent roll pieces to make that flat surface there. So I can go ahead and put my taco meat mixture down and have a nice thick area for that. And again, if your crescent rolls look a little wonky, the triangles that are flipped over, like I said, the recipe is very forgiving, okay? All right, so here's kind of what it looks now. I've flattened it down. And then you just want to place your mixture all the way around. A couple tools that you can do that with. We have our good old chef tongs that you can go ahead and place that down and spread it out easily. Or, I mean, in all honesty, you could use your hands too. But we also, what's cool is we have our large scoop. Out of our set of 3 scoops, this is our large one, perfect for cupcakes. But I also like using them to go ahead and fill my rings all the way through like this. And I don't know if I will use my entire beef mixture. I probably will. But if I have a little left over, then basically if we want to eat just a good old taco salad tomorrow or something like that, I have it finished. Okay. But I am going to try to make this a little bit more quote unquote thicker and meatier, you know, kind of thing. You could probably get away with about 1.5 pounds, you know, of beef for a good average looking size taco ring. So. All right. Okay. So I've got, you know, the beef mixture in there. And then, again, this is something the kids could do too, but you just want to take the triangle that was flipped over and bring it across and kind of, for the most part, tuck it underneath the base of that roll or lay it on top. It's really, you know, it's not rocket science, you guys. And this is what I said, you know, it is very forgiving. You know, it doesn't have to look perfect. I will probably have a lot more meat showing than crescent roll because it's quite meaty, which is okay for my family and I, you know. All right. So that's what it's going to look like now before I bake it in the oven. I do like to put a little bit of oil on top before I bake it, on top of the crescent roll portion if I can, a little bit. I will spritz this. I will not take my brush to it, you know. Okay, voila. Now it's going to go in the oven, and like I said, we're going to bake it for about 25 to 30 minutes. Once you take it out, you just cut it up, and of course you can have your sides ready then. Excuse me, like your lettuce, extra cheese, tomatoes, green onions, sour cream, salsa, whatever it is you like to serve with your family, and the kids are going to love it. And I mean, very, very fast and easy to make. Super cute. You could actually put a bowl of salsa in there in the middle too and present it on the table, and it might be, you know, too pretty you don't even want to eat it, right? But I doubt it, okay? All right, so again, ring recipes, very popular, very easy. Put any kind of insides into them you want. I will post some of our options in the comments, but I would love to hear what you guys think of this for seeing a ring recipe. So I'll be talking to y'all later. Thank you.